Good evening. This is Cheryl, Sea Spirit Tarot. And I was looking through some decks because I wanted to make a VR. And I laid out these cards, just pulled 6 cards off the top. Though the decks have been shuffled because I used them yesterday. And anyway, I just wanted to make another video. I don't know what this video is. But as I said in my previous video, it seems like once we got to this point with Saturn and Pluto and the South Node conjunct, or closer to conjunct, you know, aspecting Neptune, Uranus, all the things have been going on. It's like something broke in my life, broke loose. And this is where I was meant to do it. Come back to the island. But it was like my whole life just, I don't know, I get itches when I go to this camera. My whole life just totally broke loose. It was like I was self-blocking. I was blocked. It was karma. I had no answer. But I know that I got back into doing the cards, and I was just at a point, enough is enough. And in fact, the cards were showing me, and I'm going, oh, no, I need to save a little bit of money. Just wait. You know, and they showed me, this is it. So, this is what my guides, my higher selves, my Merlins told me I had to do, was to get on camera, work on my solar plexus, because I'm terrified, and I just mumble jumble around, and my throat chakra. Just speak the word. What's the word behind the solar disc? The teachings of Thoth. First there was the thought, and then there was the word, the sun, the moon, Mercury. So this was just turned out fun, and I just thought I would put it up because it turned out so pretty and so fun. Card I'm pushing right now, there is no time to lose, folks. Our blueprints, our original blueprints, our Akashic records, our contracts, our sacred contracts, our agreements, the people we chose to reincarnate with, the experiences we wish to had, we brought those with us. Do you remember your blueprint? I know that I have been studying spirituality since I was, well, since before I was 18, but when I was 18 and I went to college, I chose electives, I chose comparative religions. And I've just always had just such a fascination with all things spiritual and all the beautiful colors of the ritual in the church. Though I went on many adventures, and I had a really crazy, foolish life. And I also had some incredible adventures. So this is our blueprint, even down to our creaking bones, baby. This is our blueprint, our DNA, activating our DNA. The Arcturian Sacred Geometry card blueprint. And I believe in symbols. So the cards I laid out, and I kind of started playing with them in you know, when you study Marseille, they do a lot with the majors, and I just kind of adapted this because this is what was happening. But the first card was the 5 of Cups. The colors of this are so dynamic, and these cards really speak to me. I don't know if it's because I'm originally from the city, and this does remind me of my youth, my whole beliefs of what that culture is like, these drawings. You know, I was a psych nurse, I worked units, we had 4 patients, we had 3 staff. I've travel nursed, and I've travel nursed to 3 prisons, one of them twice. Here at University of Texas Medical Branch, the first time I was a psych nurse, but after Ike, the hurricane, this time I ended up in the prison hospital. I have worked Indian reservations. I've worked the Hopi Navajo res. I've worked up with the migrant workers in Northern California. So I always feel like I'm kind of always been a third world nurse. And I think if your heart goes to the people in those needs, in those worlds, you know. There's some darkness to look at. And I kind of like the darkness. Without darkness, there's nothing for the light to illuminate. It all comes from the dark, or the dark of the moon in this case. Looks like she's holding a tambourine. She's gonna yahoo with him, huh? Kind of a shrew. But anyway, here's a 5 of change. The female is standing up. Enough. This is unhappy relationships, spilled cups, relationship within ourselves, relationship within society. I love the way the next card that came up, I got it backwards, is the devil. And the devil is moving away. Now the devil's what, a 15. So these are both, could be called 5s, okay? 5s of change, 5s of past. And the other card that came up, some decks I know would call this an 11, was a Page of Pentacles. And, you know, here's our miserable division life, where we're not filling our hearts and loving. So the devil got his 2 cents in there, but he's moving this way. But going this way, here we got our shiny new tools. You know, our crescent wrench is balanced. We got our shiny pentacle balanced. 1 red shoe, 1 black shoe, a mask, a different mask. Not a black mask. And I'm not getting to colors. This is like soul and source. He has been enlightened, leaving the old behind of the raping and destroying the earth to become whole within himself. I just love it. I just love these cards. So, out with the old, in with the new. That's what's happening with all this astro radiation, electromagnetic energy coming in on us. And the next 3 rows, I just did 6 cards. So, make sure I get these in the right order. We have death. This is a 13. It could be called a 3. A 3 is a new manifestation, at least the idea of a new manifestation. The fertility. What has gone is going to stay down. It's not time. Pregnant with new life here. Love that. And I'm getting it backwards. The Empress. The Empress is looking at death, renewing and creating life. She's even like, look, pointing her finger at him. Okay? With her rose. She's watching. She's overseeing what is our new developments are in the human race. Well, in the races of all the animals, and the consciousness, and then the fertility. And while she's watching him, because he came in after you got your brand new tools, right? Got your new tools, got a new rebirth, overseen by the Empress, a 3, 2 3s, and an ace of wands. So the birth of the new consciousness, the birth of the new being. And I don't know what all these things are, but something about in Egypt, wasn't the scarab beetle something of wisdom, and she got little feelers out of her intuition. She's open. She still has some duality, but she understands. And with her torch of fire, her sun soul source, she is moving forward with the birthing of the new beings. Look how feeling she is. Look at it. Everything's, the energy just comes into her. And she accepts it peacefully and calmly and beautifully. I swear, even the fire looks like a lotus flower. And she has wings. Awesome, huh? And from my new deck that I got, we have Promise of the Future. If I get it far away, you can't see the colors as well. So I am here to help people along a path, because I've been through a lot. I've learned a lot. I might not have 100 tarot decks, but I too have, you know, I'm 68. So I've been studying this stuff since I was 20, but I kept myself blocked. And the most awesome thing is that it's all coming together. It's like once that south node dumped, Pluto and Saturn, that south node, leaving me, what's the north node with? Uranus, I think. It's time. It's time. It was either time that I was activated or time that I could let down my blocks. I grew enough. Because I know where all my, not all of them, but I am very confident with knowing my hang-ups. But to step over this hurdle, to like do this YouTube channel, was a major. So, love and light to everybody. Promise of the future. And it's an 8. The infinity sign there, see? Yeah, advancing. We're moving right along with our blueprint. Okay, that's enough. Blessings to everybody. Thank you if you listened through all this. I'm very appreciative. This is my retirement job. Here I be. I am that I am, and I know that I know, and I allow with grace. Change ego to we go. Here's some good news. Just went at the Greek restaurant, and we were looking on the phone, and I think I will count my videos, because I said I would do 100. I know they're not real good, but that was the beginning of my contract. I think I will buy a camera. Could make things easier. Thank you. God bless you.